Don't accept, I'll try and get it done. Don't accept it from you, and don't accept it for anybody that you've got responsibility for helping, guiding, coaching in business. I had a conversation yesterday with a client who is going through a significant health challenge, considerable worrying blood pressure results, and immense amount of stress from the business, from external factors, the economy, AI integration, year-end, month-end, all of the things that you can imagine put pressure on business. And, you know, it is pretty tough for people out there in business at the moment. But when we took a time to summarize our meeting together, which was almost 90 minutes, I asked for a summary of what he understood the 5 essential strategies he was going to use. Very simple, easy to integrate strategies around his health. And his response to the one that was most important was, I'll try and get the morning walk in. Now, whenever somebody says, I'll try and do something, they're giving you a wonderful insight into their psychology. A, they've identified a reason why it's not going to happen. And B, they're now looking for an excuse to justify it. And here's what an excuse is. It's a thin shell of truth stuffed with a lie. It's completely different from a reason. A reason is something else, and we'll cover that in another post. But the excuse was basically, in his psychology, there's a reason why it wasn't going to happen, why he didn't feel comfortable with it, why he didn't see his ability to make that happen consistently. And now he was giving me, I'll try and get it done. So I looked him straight in the eyes and I laughed. I laughed and said, exactly, specifically, what would stop you getting it done? That word specifically is really interesting because it eliminates all the chatter. It goes right to the nub of the question. What specifically will stop you getting it done? And then he gave me the truth behind the reasons. And the facts were these. He wasn't running his business was running him. His stress wasn't due to anything that was beyond his control. It was simply the fact that he was allowing himself to be controlled by the pressures of business and not be in control of his intention for his day. So we took a bit of time to debrief that. And the outcome was we laughed it off at the end, right? We recognised what was going on. We recognised the pattern that he'd established in place. So listen, if you're in that situation, if you're in a position where you have the ability to influence people and they need to take actions to get results in your business, in your coaching or your mentoring business, then don't ever accept the word try. Try is a thin shell of truth stuffed with a lie. Dig deeper, find a solution. Make it happen for you, make it happen for your client. That's all that's important.